It all started with a line that stopped Washington mid-conversation. In a series of December 2025 interviews published by Vanity Fair, the White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, described Donald Trump as having an alcoholic's personality, quote unquote. And the comment was all the more jarring because Trump is a self-proclaimed teetotaler, claims to have never had alcohol, and has long pointed out that it's a personal strength. Wiles was quick to clarify what she actually meant. Drawing from her own experience with an alcoholic parent, she said Trump shares a particular mindset, the unbreakable belief that there is nothing that he cannot do. Nothing, zero, nothing. She said he is a description of a person driven by intensity, confidence, and a sense of limitless capacity. And Trump did not push back, of course. Instead, he leaned in. He acknowledged that he has what he called an addictive and possessive type personality, quote unquote, adding that if he did drink, he would likely have a problem. Now, for Trump, this was not criticism, but a form of defense and probably an explanation for his relentless style and his willingness to push just about every lever of power that's available to him. And that personality trait has become a central lens through which his presidency is now being viewed, particularly his approach to trade and tariffs, of course. An alcoholic personality, as it is commonly understood, is marked by impulse, compulsion, and an all-or-nothing attitude towards problems. It's a mindset that seeks control, thrives on confrontation, and believes that pressure will force results. And in Trump's case, that mindset has manifested pretty clearly in his use of tariffs as a primary policy weapon. In 2025, Trump has threatened or implemented massive tariffs with little warning, often announcing sweeping plans via social media. His administration has framed the tariffs not as a carefully calibrated tool, but as a means of coercion in a way to force other countries to the table through economic pain, just to put it simply. Now, this approach also echoes earlier episodes, remember, including the US-China tariff war that shook global markets and raised fears of a worldwide economic slowdown. And more recently, his threat of a 200% tariff in response to European Union duty increases was seen by many experts as a rapid retaliatory move, big, blunt, and also designed to dominate rather than actually negotiate. Supporters praising the strategy as tough and decisive, critics seeing it as impulsive and escalatory, driven more by personality than by calculated economics. Either way, tariffs have become Trump's go-to solution and also a reflection of a leader who believes pressure, force, sheer will can bend outcomes to his desire. But as the president pushes hard abroad, the numbers at home are showing signs of strain. A Reuters Ipsos poll conducted in mid-December found that just 39% of US adults actually approve of Trump's job performance, just 39%, down from 41% earlier in the month, and near the lowest level of his year. While support among Republicans remains strong overall, cracks are emerging. Approval of Trump's handling of the economy among Republicans dropped to 72%, down from 78% earlier in December, the weakest showing within his party this year. And voters feel that gap in their daily lives. Trump's approval ratings on the cost of living falling to 27%. The labor market also is losing some momentum. The U.S. unemployment rate rose to 4.6% in November, a 4-year high. The increase was not driven by mass layoffs, but by a slow and grinding dynamic. Job growth has failed to keep pace with a rather expanding labor force. And as the year draws to an end and with the midterm polls lined up, Trump's presidency is being defined as much by personality as by policy. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.